A-League managers reflect on round 24. Here's a snapshot of how your club manager felt about their respective results at the weekend. Central Coast Mariners, 2-2 Brisbane Roar. Warren Moon, Central Coast Mariners. It's tough. We're still ambitious to make finals, but this week has been in our calendar for a couple of months now. We certainly would have loved to have done it, but not to be. It's tough when you've got 3 games in 8 days with an away trip in between and 2 days to recover. I'm a little bit disappointed about the scheduling. We did it for the good of Melbourne City, who played on Sunday, and we played on Friday. I get it, these things happen. I'm not sure of the ins and outs of the logistics, but taking that aside, I'm super proud of the group's attitude. We might not have got the points we wanted, but they turned up and stood up for the club. Michael Valkanis, Brisbane Roar. I think we should have finished off the game in the first half and not given them that opportunity to have that 10-15 minute period where they got on top of us. We had some good opportunities to finish off the game and it would have been a different story. I was disappointed with the start of the second half because we spoke about it at half-time. It's part of the Central Coast DNA that they were going to come out more physical and with more intensity to get into the game, and we had lapses of concentration that cost us. 2 shots on goal, 2 goals. That has sort of been the story of our season. We restrict teams from getting anything, and then suddenly 2 hit the back of the net. Positives? The young boys came on and made a difference to the match with their energy. It wasn't meant to be. That has been the story since the 31st of December, where we won here. It has been a really strange season, with a lot to review and learn from, and to keep building on a season that started so well. Auckland FC 2, Melbourne Victory 2. If you're being very blunt about it, a very poor first half. Steve Corica wasn't happy with the manner of the goal we conceded, and he made it very clear at half-time. I thought the way we came out in the second half and the performance in the second half was sensational. Jan Fitzharris was fantastic, and this club is meant to be about providing opportunities for young Kiwis, so it was beautiful to see. That red card for Corica has been building up for some time. When you see what we think are blatant fouls not being given, the frustration just boiled over. We felt like we were in the ascendancy, and when you don't get those calls, sometimes you're disappointed. Arthur Dials, Melbourne Victory. We got a response from last week, that's for sure. The first thing we needed to see tonight was a team of hungry men. We came close, and the disappointing part was to concede 2 goals from set pieces. That was disheartening, but the effort was there. In the first half, the football was good. We could have gone up by another one and killed the game off, but we weren't good enough to get the 3rd goal. We still should have held on, but unfortunately we didn't. Tonight we performed well for most parts. We know their strengths and we should have dealt with them better, so that's the disappointing bit. We knew of their long throws and their set pieces. Auckland has been the most consistent team over the last 2 seasons, and it's a tough game, so I'm proud of my players for showing incredible fight, resilience, and hunger. Newcastle Jets 1-1 Adelaide United. Mark Milligan, Newcastle Jets. Top 2 is a massive achievement for the club and fully deserved by everyone involved this year. I don't speak to the boys much after the game, but I said they have achieved a lot for themselves this year and for the football fans in Newcastle. This is just one more thing they can put on that list, but there are so many more things available for them to get. I see that hunger, and I thought for large parts of today we were fantastic. Everything we spoke about after the MacArthur and Sydney games have produced a reaction. We worked extremely hard. We need to be a little bit more clinical, and perhaps the last pass or last decision could have been better, but I can't fault our intent for the majority of the game. Ayrton Andrioli, Adelaide United. I thought it was a really good game tonight. The pleasing thing is there were 2 good teams trying to play good football. It was a great spectacle, and I really enjoyed the match. From our perspective, I was really pleased with the way we played the game out. I've got questions about Newcastle's goal, so there is a sense of frustration and disappointment. It was such a great game of football, but I'm probably going to walk away with a bitter taste in my mouth again that the VAR is destroying our game. Unless they've got a different camera angle to show me, or different rules in Australia, the FIFA rules say it has to be clear and obvious to overturn the referee's decision. It sounds like I am whinging here, but twice in one game is frustrating. For me, it's ruining the game of football. I think the referees on the pitch are doing a great job, but the technology is hindering our game and taking it backwards.